Rock it.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, set. 45. Check my 45. You remember me.
On first down, McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch the flag.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Down. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike 54.
Here we go. Mike.
Yes.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Hey.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Check 3. Check.
Hey, Echo.
Check 52.
Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Delta. Look, squeeze. Hey, Jet. Now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
55, my guy, 55.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike,
Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
check, 59.
Gone.
Kill.
Let's go. Go.
Check.
And some space here. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and goal. 1-yard line.
Mike. 3.
Hey, alert.
36.
25. Check 25.
Able to get away. He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right, David?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 30 big ones.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, McFarland. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 14-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Ready? 30 base. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Break. Smooth. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
54 is Mike. 54.
Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Now.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go.
Hey, lock it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
Hard. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check.
Say. Go out.
He's coming. Double up.
Leo. Deep rip.
Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Look at me. Go.
The final shot before break. Herbert. Flushed out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Cooper was the target there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming after you now.
On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Slams. Rock it. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Hurry. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. 54.
Stop your whining.
Look, squeeze. Jim. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to run past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Go.
Rush in. Go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Cooper was the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, he slipped right by him. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Complete to Bryant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out
out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shoot. Alert three. Alert three. Run.
23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Switch it. Out. 45-yard line. Check four.
Kill. Leo. Hey, Wahoo.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 9. Check 15. Check 15.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Sam off. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Hatchet.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
They'll run again with Wilson. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check, 59.
Rock it. Switch. Check.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, McFarland. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, team 6.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator. Let's get this ball back up. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, 58 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
In your face.
They run the counter. McFarland. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out.